So yeah, that's everything. How to improve your test levels naturally. So in the last 2.5 years or so, the difference in my results have probably been because I optimized those 4 areas. So let's chat testosterone. So I recently got my testosterone levels checked along with my fasted blood glucose, and I wanted to discuss it in a separate video because I have seen an increase over the years. And this has come at a time when scientifically I should be seeing a decline. Most men will see a decline in testosterone of around 1 to 3% a year from the ages of 30 to 40. Somewhere in that range, men will begin to see a decline. I am now in that range. I am now 32, and my testosterone levels have actually increased. The last time I checked my testosterone was October 2021, and since then I've upped my testosterone levels, and I want to explain how I did that using science. So before I go into my test levels and the context, I thought I'd stress why testosterone is so important in men. Testosterone is literally the man-making hormone. We see in a lot of Hollywood films that the alpha male is full of testosterone, gets all the girls, and is really muscly. But it's a lot more than that. Yes, it does help you reproduce and helps you in all your sexual functions, but it also helps with things like building muscle, losing body fat, your drive, your motivation, your energy levels, and even your focus. Like, low testosterone can be very damaging to a man's health, and optimizing your testosterone can literally be life-changing. So I've always been a big believer in using scientific studies to optimize all parts of my health, and testosterone is no different. But before I go into the scientifically proven ways to increase your testosterone, what were my results over the past few years? So back in October 2021, I tested my testosterone levels, and my levels were 23.2 nmol. And the healthy range in the UK is between 8 and 32. So I was near the top end. Fast forward to 2024, I am now at the tender age of 32, so 2 years older, and my testosterone levels were 26.3 nanomoles per litre. So I've gone up a whole 3.1 nanomoles per litre in just under 3 years, which is pretty impressive. Now I'm going to go into the scientific ways that you can improve your testosterone in a bit and some of the things that I employ, but I first want to give context to these different readings because initially it might sound a bit weird. How did you get older and increase your testosterone levels? So I reckon at that time body fat was very low, I was probably depleted, and I wasn't well rested, and those are part of the risk factors when it comes to declining testosterone. So yeah, that's the context. I've just finished a bulk when I got these tests done. So regular resistance training, excess calories, my test levels would have been at their highest. So now we have my test levels and my context. What are the scientifically proven ways to increase testosterone? I want to go through the ways that are backed by science first, and then I'm going to go into the rumors and the hearsay and potential supplements that may or may not increase your testosterone. So the first scientifically proven way to increase your testosterone is to maintain a healthy body fat level. Now, they've looked into the science, and those who are obese tend to have decreased testosterone levels, but the opposite is also true. When you are extremely depleted and when you are at really low levels of body fat as a man, like competition level, when you're say like 5 or 6%, most men will also experience a decrease in testosterone, and it's simply because the body is battling to survive, and so it hasn't really got the bandwidth to be producing maximum testosterone levels. When you are obese, on the other hand, the reason that your testosterone levels decline is because you tend to produce more estrogen. And FYI, estrogen at a certain level complements testosterone, but as it increases too high, this can have a negative impact on your testosterone levels. Some of the side effects of high estrogen were discussed in the steroid video. Check that out if you haven't. So yeah, it's key to maintain a healthy body fat level. For men, I would say somewhere between 9 and 20% is healthy. Body fat levels can make a huge difference. One study even shows that a 1 point increase in BMI would be equal to around a 2% decrease in testosterone levels. Point number 2 is drinking too much alcohol. Heavy alcohol consumption has been correlated with a decrease in testosterone. Now, I've never really had this issue. At the moment, I probably drink about once a month. Sometimes I can go 3, 4, 5 months without touching a drop of alcohol. I don't really think about it. It just depends on how I feel. Long story short, you have something called Leydig cells in your testicles. These produce and secrete testosterone. When you're drinking too much alcohol, the ability of these cells can actually be impaired. The third scientific way to improve your testosterone levels is sleep. I cannot stress the importance of sleep enough. They've done studies where they've split men into 2 groups. One group got 8 hours sleep and the other group got 5 hours sleep for a week. The group that got 5 hours sleep, even over just 1 week, actually had 15% less testosterone than the group who had 8 hours sleep. And this is consistent with my drop in testosterone levels back in 2021. Even though it was pretty high, I reckon it probably would have been higher had I been sleeping properly. So it's absolutely essential, if you're looking to optimize your testosterone levels, that you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But not only that, but 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Time in bed doesn't mean quality sleep. You want REM sleep, deep sleep where you dream and you wake up almost confused, like proper sleep. Point number 4 is to manage your stress levels. Science shows that when a person is stressed, they produce higher levels of a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol has been shown to decrease your testosterone levels. Now, as a bloke, I probably struggle with this one the most. I probably live with day-to-day stress and I learn to just view it as normal pressure. But actually, you need to have a let out for that. Like, I train, I walk a lot, I might speak to friends, go out for a drink, whatever it is. I need to make sure that in the week, at some point, maybe once or twice, I have a release for my stress. Otherwise, it can build up. Cortisol, testosterone, it's not looking good. Cool, so there are the 4 scientifically backed ways to improve your testosterone. I'm going to now go on to the ways that may improve your testosterone. These ways are inconclusive, but they have been shown to help at times. And then I'm going to go on to supplements. So, way number 1 that is pretty inconclusive is dietary fat. Studies have shown that people that have a low fat intake also have a decreased level of testosterone. And so making sure that you're getting enough fats is important. That doesn't necessarily mean that eating a high fat diet in all cases will increase your testosterone, but you need to make sure you get enough. So for this reason, I always encourage my clients to make sure that at least 20% of your calories come from healthy dietary fats. Number 2, something that may help is exercise, particularly resistance training and particularly compound exercises. Exercises that use more than one muscle group at once. Now, exercise has been shown to have a short-term increase on testosterone levels. Science seems to show that 15 minutes to an hour after exercise that your test levels stay raised, but they don't stay raised forever. So this isn't a permanent fix, but that being said, if you're someone who suffers from low test levels and you're someone who lives a sedentary lifestyle, getting into a regular exercise routine could help your test levels in the long term. The last point under the maybe category is supplements. Now, I put supplements under the maybe category because often a lot of the supplements out there that are said to boost testosterone levels and maximize muscle growth are misleading and false claims. People forget that in the drug industry or the supplement industry as a whole, a lot of these statements aren't verified by the FDA, and so they can literally say anything. So, supplement number 1, test boosters. Test boosters have been shown, as a rule of thumb, not to work. When I say work, I mean significantly increase your testosterone levels to the point where you actually experience the benefits of higher testosterone levels. And they don't really do that. Some out there may increase your test levels a smidge, but again, not enough for you to reap the benefits. So they're not really worth taking. Supplement number 2 is zinc. Now again, zinc is often touted as the male testosterone boosting hormone, but again, studies are inconclusive around this. What studies have shown is that those who are zinc deficient, when they take zinc, they boost their testosterone levels. But if you already have healthy levels of zinc and you have a diet that's rich in zinc already, then taking zinc as a supplement isn't going to drastically increase your test levels. Moving on to magnesium, often sold with zinc as a ZMA product to boost test levels. Magnesium has been shown to have a positive effect on testosterone levels, but again, most of the studies are in people who are magnesium deficient. So it's more of, if you are deficient, increasing your magnesium could help your test levels, but if you're already optimizing this, it may not make a massive difference. Supplement number 4 is ashwagandha. Now, I don't just take ashwagandha because of the potential testosterone boosting benefits. I actually started taking it because it's shown to reduce stress and aid with quality sleep. And to be honest, since supplementing with this, I have noticed a difference in those areas. And it has also been shown to boost testosterone by up to 15%. And this is in the majority of studies. I think there are about 5 studies on ashwagandha. 4 of them show a positive effect on test, and 1 of them show no effect. So it's pretty promising, and most ashwagandha supplements don't claim to send your test levels through the roof. And so because they're not selling dreams and the benefits are holistic, this is a supplement that I enjoy taking. The last 3 supplements I'm going to club together because they're all inconclusive: Fidodia agrestis, Testosterone, and Tongat Ali. Now, they have got some studies that show that they could work and they could improve testosterone, but they've got just as many studies in most cases that show no increase. And so this is another supplement industry hype, especially testosterone. I mean, for the past 2 or 3 years, that's been the big thing. It seems to have died down now, but once that's died down, the new kid on the block is Fidodia agrestis and Tongat Ali. I would avoid these products if I were you, because they're not scientifically backed with enough evidence, and we don't really know what they do or don't do long term. So yeah, that's everything. How to improve your test levels naturally. So in the last 2.5 years or so, the difference in my results have probably been because I optimized those 4 areas. My body fat level has always been good, but I've massively worked on my sleep. I've also worked on my stress management, making sure that I practice R&R on a regular basis and take breaks. And also, I don't really drink that much, and so I don't really have the negative impacts of any of those 4 areas. Coupled with the fact that my dietary intake of fat is very healthy, I supplement with the stuff that may or may not work, and I stay active. I exercise very regularly, resistance training, and doing plenty of compound exercises. So that is everything, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it if you did. Subscribe to my channel to follow me on this journey, and I'll see you again tomorrow.